It's your girl, Olivia Lady O Tate, with your soul care moment for today. Listen, I talk all the time about boundaries, setting boundaries, and it's really become an overused word, but it is so important for us to be able to set emotional boundaries. And there are different types of boundaries. So today we're going to talk a little bit about emotional boundaries because it's not always possible to set physical boundaries. So we'll talk about that another time. But today, talking again about emotional boundaries and being able to change the access that we grant people in our lives. And so what that means is that there are people in your life, like, people that you work with, people that you interact in different ways with, that you can't necessarily just avoid them or just stop being around them. So what you have to do is find ways to be able to coexist with them in a way that's still healthy for you, still taking care of your soul. And so the way that we do that is that we limit the access that we give them to our emotions, right? So you know that there are some people in our family, because all kinfolk ain't necessarily on the same page, right? So there are people in your family that just agitate you. Like every time you're in their presence, like they just all of a sudden you just feeling some type of way. When you see their number come up on the caller ID, you already know what it's gonna be, right? So with those people, what we have to do is come up with a pre-planned response to them, because what happens often is they catch us off guard even though we know what to expect. So when we talk to them, they ask us that same question, like, when you gonna go back to school, or when you're gonna have a baby, or when you gonna whatever it is that they always bring up to you that agitates you. It automatically sends you into this whole tailspin, right? So what you do is decide ahead of time how you're going to respond. So the next time I see her and she asks me when I'm going back to school, I'm going to just tell her whatever it is, whatever works. I can't really give you an exact verbatim response, because it depends on your personality and the nature of the relationship. But when you decide ahead of time how you're going to respond to them, what it does is that in the moment you don't have to start thinking and trying to figure out and trying to come up with a response for them, and it takes away the emotion that they automatically rile up in you, right? Does that make sense? So that is your soul care moment for today. Pre-plan those responses so you can lower your emotions and increase your productivity.